1, 2, 3.
Okay, so the cat's being fed now, so hopefully she'll be off my back. But as I was saying before the feline interruption, yes, I think some of us people who are lucky enough to have weekly exposure on theassistant.com and other Versus related websites could have done more to push the Elite Series. Some of us could have done more, but we all had our own things going on anyway. But I don't think the emphasis should have been on us. I think Upper Deck should have taken a more bold lead, and I think the TOs should have taken some responsibility as well. I'm sure there are some brilliant TOs out there. I mean, Eric at Edgeworld is constantly on the forums pushing everything, so you know he's totally doing it. But and I don't want to be critical of the London TO Jason, but I think there were two announcements on a defunct Yahoo group since the Elite Series were announced, and I don't think that's enough. You've got to go where you know you are going to get people's attention, and you've got to be regular and up to date with your announcements. But anyway, so let's pick up about the London Elite Series as I've been talking about it. It was held Saturday, 20th of September. Yeah, September. Down in London at the Games Club, which is held at the County Hotel, which is just by Euston train station for anyone interested. They do, I believe, Tuesday nights is Versus night. There's not a great crowd down there. Hopefully there'll be more in the future. I get down to the Games Club for tournaments when I can. It's a good venue, very good venue, set in a hotel. It's got a licensed bar, plenty of room for over like 100 players, I believe. So it's good. The event itself, we had 5 people, which really was poor, considering the last Elite Series we had 17, which was excellent for a Versus tournament, and we did in fact have more people there than a Magic tournament running at the same time. But this time we only had 5. The amazing thing about that is one of them, Alec, who's a regular on versusrealms.com, he took a 7-hour train journey, 7 hours on the train down from Dundee in Scotland to attend the event. Alec, it was great to meet you. So much respect for you making that much of a journey to attend an event. I'm just so sorry it didn't turn out, better for you in terms of attendance and the overall day. But it was nice to meet you. We had some good times. Not those kinds of good times, if anyone's wondering, but it was a good day for those of us that were there, considering the circumstances. Turn up at the event, speak to the TO. It's not the normal TO that I see down there. Jason wasn't there. It was being run by a young lady whose name I forget off the top of my head, and she didn't really seem to have much of a clue about what was supposed to be happening, and she asked me what sort of event it was and told her the Elite Series. She said, "Is that important?" I said, "Well, yeah, it's kind of the biggest thing going." So that was a bit of a disappointment. Even more of a disappointment, but not so much of a surprise, is that there was no prize support. Nothing. Not one single thing. Which, for me, I kind of expected, and I posted something to that effect on the forums in the build-up to the event, but I'm incredibly disappointed for Alec's sake, because the man took a 7-hour journey. 7 freaking hours. He spent, I think it was like 80 odd quid, which is about $160 on train fees, then he had hotel, tournament entry fee, food and everything to attend an event that there was no prize support for. Now, I am very pro versus and very supportive of Upper Deck in general. As a writer on versussystem.com, it's kind of my job. But I really think that no prize support. There are 2 Elite Series in the UK. One in Scotland, which Alec was going back to help set up for, I'm not sure what the date was, and London. Now, Ray Fong and Rob Hooley are the guys that run Upper Deck UK, and you guys know that if you are watching this, you guys know that I've got a lot of respect for what you do. But no prize support at all for the major event. Now, I don't know if this is, I don't know if this is Upper Deck US not getting the stuff out. If it is, obviously it's not Upper Deck UK's fault. But I do feel that whether it was a breakdown in communication between Upper Deck US and UK, or Upper Deck UK and the TO, or the normal TO and the TO for the day that we had, I don't know what happened, but the ball was dropped big time. I think for an Elite Series, you've got to have prize support there. We're in a time where you've got one of the best expansions in a long time when you're trying to grab new players by the balls and say, you're playing this game or I'm going to rip these off and stuff them down your throat. This is what you're wanting to do. You're wanting to grab the people, you're wanting to keep them. For all you know, we could have had 20, 30 people at this event. And what is their first impression going to be? They're going to turn up to an event which is being held side by side by a Magic event, which has 30 odd people there, buckets of prize support ready and waiting to go, buckets of product there, and they're trying versus versus event for the first time, and they think, well, why? There's a guy at work who works with me, Michael. I don't know if you're going to see this at all, Michael, but I've just been teaching him the game, and hopefully he's going to start attending events with me, and that'd be great if you do, mate. But honestly, I would have been a bit embarrassed to take him down there and for there to be nothing there. So I don't know where the ball was dropped, but it was dropped heavy, and that needs to be sorted out. We all know that WoW and Yu-Gi-Oh are the primary focus of Upper Deck because of sales. I think we all accept that. But when a company when a company doesn't make the effort to increase or improve customers' perception of a product, I just don't get that. I just struggle to understand. If it is a case of the kit's not been shipped from Upper Deck US, then that's fair enough. But Upper Deck UK should have made it absolutely, totally publicly aware that no, the kits aren't there, but as soon as they come in, we'll ship them out to you. We'll ship them out to the winners. Just register your address or whatever. But that just doesn't seem to have happened. If it does, I apologise, Ray and Rob. If it's down to the TOs, then I apologise. But if it is the TOs dropping the ball, then you need to come down on them. Now, I love the fact that Jason has been down at London at the Games Club, runs the events, and that's fantastic because it gives me something to do. But if you want people to be picking up this game and playing it, you have got to be on top of every aspect of it. So, well, that's just what I think about that. But now I'm going to go a little bit into the actual event itself and try and bring out some of the positives.